So now we discuss the second part of chapter 1, which is on the solution of the differential equation. Okay, in this topic we'll discuss what is the meaning of the solution of the differential equation. Okay, and secondly we'll discuss the types of the solution. Okay, there are so many types of solution of differential equation. And thirdly, we will discuss how to double check your solution, okay, whether your solution is correct or not, okay, how to prove your solution, okay, in this topic. Yeah. So now we start with the definition. Okay, the definition of the solution. Okay, let's say you are given n order differential equation, okay, given by this equation. So it can be any order, it can be second order, it can be first order, third order, and so on. So I just put the n order like this, okay, and it can be containing the function including constant x, y, y prime, and so on. Okay, so this is the general form of the differential equation. Okay, and let's say you are given a function y equal to fx. Okay, so a solution of the differential equation is defined as any function that satisfies the equation on any interval I, okay, on the certain interval I. Okay, so for example here, this is your function, okay, y equal to fx. If this function satisfies the given differential equation, means that this y is the solution of the differential equation. Okay, so let's see example. Okay, let's say you are given y equal to 2x squared. This is the function 2x squared, and this function is a solution to the differential equation dy over dx equal to 4x. Okay, how to know whether this is the solution of this differential equation? Okay, we can double check by by differentiate this function, okay, according to this equation, because you have dy over dx. So you differentiate this function y equal to 2x squared, so become dy over dx equal to 4x. Okay, and after you differentiate this function, then you have to put back into this equation the given differential equation, and what we can obtain from here. Okay, once you put this value for the dy over dx, which is 4x, then you will get 4x equal to 4x. Then this y will satisfy this given equation. So therefore, this function is a solution to the differential equation. So any function that can satisfy the given differential equation, that function is called a solution. So it's very simple. Okay, so meaning to say that to verify the solution, we need to apply the derivative, the differentiation, okay, and then put back into the equation and then see whether you get the same answer or not, okay, for both sides. Okay. Okay, now before we can discuss further on this calculation, so let's see some of the terminology related to the solution of the differential equation. Okay, so you have here what is the interval. Okay, the interval is actually called the domain of the solution. Okay, so this is actually the one that you have learned in calculus, the domain. So we can also set this domain as the interval ki, okay, or the interval of existence. So this one is okay. Okay. Then we have a solution must be continuous over the interval of solution. Okay, of course, okay, because otherwise your solution does not exist. Okay, the graph of solution is called a solution curve. Okay, when you graph the solution, you get a solution curve. Okay, and then we have the trivial solution. What is a trivial solution? Trivial solution is a solution which is exactly equal to 0. Sometimes when you solve the equation, you will get your solution is equal to 0. That solution is called trivial solution, but it's very, very rare. Okay, this one actually the trivial solution, normally we apply this in the experimental problem where you have to start with the y equal to 0, and then after that you have to iterate the solution. Okay. Okay, now another one is the called explicit solution. An explicit solution means that your solution is given in terms of this y equal to fx. Okay, let's see your y is dependent variable. Okay, so the dependent variable is given in terms of independent variables. Okay, f of x. Okay, so it's a function of x alone, including the constant function. Okay, and the implicit solution also the solution which is not in explicit form but is given by this form. So you can see the difference between explicit solution and implicit solution. Implicit solution means that you put one side the dependent variable, the other side all in terms of the independent variable and constant. Okay, but for the implicit formula, you combine all the dependent variables and independent variables, put one side and the other side is equal to C. Okay, so that's how you can write your solution. So in the test, normally, okay, it depends on the question whether the question will ask you whether you have to give your answer in explicit solution or implicit solution. Okay. Okay, next, general solution, particular solution. Okay, so this one very common. Okay, common term. Okay, a general solution is a solution that involve one or more arbitrary parameters. Okay, this one later when we discuss the solution, can see that sometimes, okay, the solution is given in terms of a constant C. Okay, you will see later, okay, what's the general solution. Okay, this one is the solution that containing the arbitrary parameter C. Okay, a particular solution is the solution of the differential equation that is obtained by assigning particular values to arbitrary parameters in the general solution. Means that the particular solution is the solution without the C. Okay, general solution is the solution with the parameter C. Particular solution is the solution without the C, because the C, okay, we can find the value of C by substitute the certain value. Okay. The last one is the n parameter family of solution. Okay. Okay, now when we solve the first order differential equation, normally you will get one solution. Okay. And when we solve second order differential equation, normally we'll get two solutions. Okay. And in general, if you solve n order differential equation, you will get n solution. So that one is called n parameter family of solution. Okay, because normally when you solve higher order, means that the number of arbitrary parameters will be more. Okay, so if you have n order, means that the parameter involved, there are n parameters. So that's why you call n parameter family of solution. Okay, we'll see example after this. Okay. Okay, so let's see, this is the illustration, the first illustration to explain to you what is the general solution, okay, the particular solution, the family of solution. Okay, for example, you are given here differential equation y prime equal to 4x. Okay, the solution for this is this 2x squared plus c. So you can see here, okay, according to this solution, this is explicit solution because we have y here and the rest is x and c. Okay, this is explicit solution, and the solution here involve the parameter c, so that's why it's called general solution. Okay, general solution. Okay, and since that this is the first order, only one c, so we call one parameter family of solution. Okay, and this c, okay, can be any number. We can put the number of c here. For example, here I get y equal to 2x squared. This is for particular solution for c equal to 0. So when you put the value for c, no more c, then this solution become particular solution. Okay, and this one also particular solution. Okay, where the c equal to -1, and here the particular solution when the c equal to 5. Okay, so you can see that the meaning of the difference between general solution, parameter family of solution, and particular solution. So particular solution means that the answer here doesn't involve any c. Okay. Okay, now the second illustration also same. Okay, so we have the second order differential equation, and you are given the solution here, y equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. So there are two parameters, okay, c1 and c2, because this is the second order. Okay, and this is explicit solution again because we have y and the rest here is in terms of x. Okay, so we call also two parameter family of solution. Okay, and when we when we put the value for c1 and c2, then you will get a particular solution like this. Okay. So in this video, we will discuss how to verify a solution of the differential equation. Okay, so let's see, you are given a function y equal to e to the power of -x squared over 2. This is called explicit function. Okay, because we have the y on one side, dependent variable, okay, in terms of independent variable. Okay, so in this question, we want to verify, okay, that this function is an explicit solution to the differential equation y prime equal to -xy for the given interval -infinity to infinity. Okay, so normally the question on verifying means that is actually this one actually that you know already, this is the solution, because verify is actually the proving. So what you have to show here is, okay, how this function can satisfy the given equation. Okay, so now we will show you one by one. Okay, so we have here this is the given function, okay, and this is the equation, the given differential equation given y prime equal to negative xy, okay. So we want to double check whether this function can satisfy the equation or not, okay. So according to this equation, we have the y prime, the first derivative. So meaning to say that you need to calculate the first derivative from the given function, okay. So what is your y prime, okay? So the y prime here, okay, now, okay, by using the rule of derivative, we have the exponent to the power of negative x squared over 2. So this one is actually, you can be using the chain rule, okay. So let u equal to this, then you have e to the power of u. So differentiate e to the power of u, you get the same function, okay, e to the power of this u. And after that, we have to differentiate the inside function, negative x squared over 2. Then this one, when you differentiate the x squared, you get 2x, okay. So 2x divided by 2, okay, cancel, okay, the same term. Then you will get here, okay, x only, okay. So therefore, the y prime equal to negative x e to the power of negative x squared over 2. So this is the first derivative of y, okay. And then after you get this y prime, so what you have to do next is actually you just substitute this value of y prime back into the given equation, okay. So you have here, this is your given equation. So y prime just now is this one, okay. So you just substitute, okay, the y prime negative x e to the power of negative x squared over 2, okay. And then at the same time also you substitute the value for y on the right hand side. We have negative x, and then the y here is equal to this. So what happened is that if you compare both sides, you will get the same answer. The left hand side, okay, the answer is equal to the answer on the right hand side, okay. So therefore this y satisfy the given equation. So this is the solution for the given differential equation. So this one verify, okay. So this is the way how to prove the solution of the differential equation. Okay, next example, okay, let's say you are given y equal to ln x, okay, and then we want to verify this function is a solution for this given equation. So now you can see that the given equation here is the second order differential equation. We have the second derivative and we have the first derivative, okay. So in order to verify whether this is the solution for this equation or not, you need to substitute this, okay, this function into the equation, okay. So now this one, okay, this one we have the first derivative, so meaning that we have to calculate the first derivative from this function, okay. And after that you need to calculate the second derivative for the function, okay. And then, okay, after you get the first derivative and second derivative, you put back into the equation and then see what happened on both sides of the equation, okay. If satisfied, then you'll get same answer on both sides. If not satisfied, means that you get different answer. Therefore, it become no solution, okay. So let's see the solution for this. So you have y equal to ln x, okay. So you need to find the y prime and y double prime, okay. So first I calculate the y prime for the ln x, okay. So differentiate ln x, I get 1 over x, okay. And after that, from this okay, y prime, you calculate the y double prime. So y double prime, I get negative 1 over x squared, because this one you can write in terms of x to the power of negative 1, okay. Then after that, apply the rule of derivative, then you get negative 1 over x squared. Then after that, you substitute back into the given equation. So this is the equation, the given differential equation. So now we have x times the second derivative. Second derivative is here, negative 1 over x squared, equal to negative the first derivative 1 over x, okay. So if you leave your answer like this, is not, you can see that it's not same, okay, both sides not same, okay. So you need to simplify the left hand side, okay. So this one, x multiplied by negative 1 over x, okay, cancel the x and x here, I get negative 1 over x, and the other side, just open the bracket, it become negative 1 over x, okay. So, okay, after this, okay, you can stop, okay, calculate, because you can see that both sides are equal. So, the left hand side equal to the right hand side. So, therefore, this y also satisfy the given equation.